Hey guys, how are you? There's two of you on here. Who's on? Tell me your names. I'm ready for a chat. I hope that it goes well. It's so dark over here, and the lighting is a little bit off, but it should be fine. Oh hey City, how are you? My teeth look all right. I'm always worried about that when I'm doing like YouTube lives. I'm like, is there something in my teeth? How are you, City? I hope everything's all right. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen your comments. I haven't seen your face. Hey, Second Sight. How are you? Nice to meet you. Hey, Dave. Hey, Mika. Hey, guys. So glad that you guys are joining up on this YouTube live. It's been a while. I think it's been a couple of months. Pratyush, nice to see you here. And so I hope that you guys have been enjoying all the different videos I've been putting out. I see a lot of comments from you guys, and so I'm guessing that you guys are enjoying them. I'm guessing that you're liking them. If you guys have any questions, then you can kind of obviously put them into the comment box. But hey, Matthew, how are you? Hola. But in general, I just wanted to answer some questions that were there. Hey, Iron Snowflake, how are you? I love your name, by the way. So nice to see all of you guys here. I'm surprised because it is early for a lot of you. It's really late for me. I'm almost like at my bedtime. I'm terrible. Anyways, in general, though, hey, Ahmed, how are you? And Nicholas from Brazil, nice to see you. I've never actually seen your comments on the channel, so thank you for coming to the YouTube live. It's 11:06 p.m. for Second Sight. Where are you, Second Sight? And Young Hui. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyways, hi from SG. Does SG mean Singapore? SG Singapore. Dave's from Netherlands, and it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. That's interesting. I just love all these time differences. It was even hard for me to figure out. Is 8 a.m. EST, 8 p.m. Thai time? It was just like so odd. Our Second Sight's from Brisbane, Australia. So you guys are in the morning right now. So pretty much similar to Canada, which is EST, I guess. It is, as I said, it's 8 p.m. right now, and it's dark outside, and I actually usually by this time I'm in bed sleeping, but I really wanted to do a time that suited you guys because I really don't think that if I did a really early morning and it would be really late for you guys, I didn't know how that would work out. Anyways, we'll test this out over the next few months. Mika is in Virginia, I'm guessing. VA is Virginia, USA. And Pratyush is in India. He's having his evening chai while watching this at 6:30 p.m. or a.m. 6:30 p.m. I'm guessing p.m., yeah. King Tosa, hey, how are you? Good morning. It's not really staying up. I'm like a grandmother. I fall asleep way too early. Majid from Saudi Arabia. It's 4 p.m. there. That's amazing. Not that much of a difference. Ahmad, yeah, I look like I'm in a cave, right? It's just my apartment. There's not a lot of lighting here. And it's dark outside, and that's all. Pratyush is 6:30 p.m. Okay, cool. Yeah, because you're in India, and India is pretty much similar in timing to Thailand, only an hour and a half difference, so that's great. What part of India are you from, Pratyush? And so yeah, so in general, I like doing these Facebook lives. My day was really good, King Tosa. It was really nice. I'll tell you a little bit more about it now, I guess. So I woke up in the morning and I had this buzz of idea. I had like a bunch of ideas that I had for videos that I wanted to do. So I kind of wrote them down, and I started like thinking about what I'm going to say. Hey, Musa from South Africa. It's 3 p.m. there. Awesome. South Africa. Interesting. And so I started doing some research on some videos I wanted to do. Pratyush is from Delhi. That's nice. My family's from Delhi. My family used to be from Delhi. We don't live there anymore, but we used to. And so then I did videos. I kind of did some research for it, and then I did a little bit of work. I work every day, if you guys know that. I think I already told you. I work from home, obviously, and so I don't really have a schedule. So I kind of just work every single day. There's no like weekends or anything. So Saturday, Sunday doesn't mean anything to me, but also Monday to Friday doesn't mean anything to me. It's just every day is a day for work and for play, kind of half-half. I kind of divide it up half-half. And then I had lunch with a really good friend of mine. We went to this really cool cafe in town, in the main area. And we had, I had Parmesan eggs, which is basically eggs with Parmesan cheese on it, with olive tapenade on really, really delicious bread. Oh, I just love that stuff. And she had the same thing because she's like, that looks really good. And so we sat around, we chatted about business. She's starting her own coaching business soon. Hey, Amanda Fletcher from Pennsylvania, I'm guessing, right? 8 a.m. Yeah, it is good. It was really good. It was delicious. I ate it, and I was still hungry after, though. I eat a lot of food, guys. I really am surprised. I have sometimes 4 or 5 meals in a day, and these are full meals. It's not like I'm snacking. I actually eat full freaking meals. And I think to myself, does everyone eat like this? Like, I don't know. I also have a really fast metabolism, so that makes sense. And I do a lot with my days. But still, like, that's just way too much food for one person to be eating. But I get hungry. I don't know what to do with it. Hey, Ahmed, I've never been to Pakistan. I feel like, I don't know, I have no idea how it really works, but I feel like it would be a little bit difficult because I was born in India. I don't know how it is in terms of getting visas for Indians for Pakistan. I'm sure it's really easy, but I have this thing in my head that maybe it's difficult. Hey, second sight. Yeah, I have the mask right here. But yeah, I'm not wearing it because my door is closed and my aircon is on, so I can't wear them. I don't need to wear the mask indoors. It's only when I'm walking around outside, like when I'm in, the polluted areas. You can actually see a lot, like you can feel it in the air. So yeah, camo does go with everything. I just love this mask. Isn't this cool? Just look at it. Also, actually, it's great because it's really hot here, right? And so it protects me from the sun as well. So that means that I don't get tanned that easily, which is great. Hey, Jim Nichols, nice to see you. Long time. I feel like it's been a long time since I had a conversation with you. Hey, John Earnshaw, nice to see you as well from Patley Bridge, England. Oh, I just love the names of places in England. They're just so interesting. And Priscilla, nice to see you. So glad that you're here. It's been a while. I'm so happy that you're here. Hey, Arts. Really, really nice to see you. I'm so glad. I can't believe that you're only 14. Some of the comments that you put down are really, really, really fascinating and really interesting. Really shows me that, you are an INFJ because you're such an old soul. Hey, Sabita. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. And City says, I have a dilemma. I'm 14 now. You're 14 as well. City, Arts Stubrovskis. He's 14 as well. And she's saying that there's this art school in Singapore, and I feel like I want to attend that school and do theater, but because I'm doing theater now, I'm uncertain of my decision. So you basically want to move schools. I feel like, I've already said this before, I feel like school is a big waste of time in general. So anyone who asks me, if I should go to school or if I should do anything with school, I always tell them, don't go to school. But if you really want to go to school and if you think it's going to be useful for whatever you're doing, then follow your gut, I guess. If you think that other school is going to be better for you. I just have to say that school in general feels like such a waste of time. In general, I mean, you have to go to school because it's just the way it is. But when people kind of agonize over, oh, should I go to this school or should I go to that school? It's all the freaking same. You're going to get the same kind of learning because the main thing about them, the main learnings or the gains you're going to have is through life experience and through your own studies. All the stuff that I do right now, everything that I do, I've studied on my own. I did not learn any of that shit in school. I should not swear. I'm sorry. But I did not learn any of it. I had to learn all of it on my own through YouTube videos, to Google, to just research on my own and studies. And none of the stuff, I mean, I'm not sure none, but a lot of the stuff that I studied in school, and I paid thousands of dollars for this nonsense, none of it is actually being used right now. Now, yeah, you guys might say there are skills like critical thinking and other random skills that I might have learned by being in university. And I get that. I totally understand that that is the truth. But in anything, especially theater, I think that it would be practice. But it would be going out and trying out different plays and working on yourself and working on your skills. I don't know how school helps with that stuff, but I have no idea. I'm not really a theater major, so who knows? Hey, Amber from Arizona at 6:09 a.m., I'm guessing. Wow, that's early. You're up early. I'm surprised that you're up so early. City, thank you so much. I'm also pretty sick of school, and my parents are also driving me crazy. All parents drive all kids crazy, especially at 14. It's just supposed to be like that. I was a major rebel when I was 14. I'd run away. I'd spend all night long outside home. I would not come back. I'd be like playing or doing random things. I didn't do drugs or anything, or drugs or alcohol, because it was so hard to find it. I was in the Middle East then. But I spent a lot of time rebelling against my parents. It was so much fun. Oh, man. Anyways, Sabitha asks, I would like to know your perception on an INFJ and an ESFJ relationship. Now, a lot of people, I've actually spoken to a couple of people about this who are in relationships with ESFJs. And they've said that it works out really well, because what happens is that because they're an extrovert, they balance out our introvertedness, but also because they're a sensor. I think that's one of the things I'd like to do as an introvert, as an INFJ, is I would like to date a sensor. Because in reality right now in my life, I have no sensors in my life. Except for one, I think. And he's my cousin. So it's a family member. Besides that, I don't know any sensor. All my friends are intuitives. All of my friends, all my exes were all intuitives. And so I think it would be interesting to date a sensor, because it would be, as I said, it would balance us out. We spend way too much time in our head and way too much time with our intuition. Perhaps it would be interesting for us to hang out with people who are sensors. And so I think if you are interested, or if you're trying it out, I think an ESFJ would really work well. As even if it's just an experiment, I think try it out. Iron Snowflake says you're enrolled in the School of Life. Absolutely. And I think the School of Life teaches us so much more than regular schools or universities could. I myself, if I had to repeat my life, I don't know. I mean, people say if I had to repeat myself, I wouldn't do this or that. I'm sure you'd do the exact same thing, because that's how your life turned out. But if I ever had children, which I don't think I will, but if I was giving advice to people, I always tell them, if you can avoid school and just go and get real life experience instead, I would recommend that 1 billion times more, right? It's 5 a.m. in Vegas, King tells us. Why are you up? Oh my God. I appreciate that you're here with us, but wow, that's early. Ahmed says, please explain INFJs in one line. I think I would express INFJs in one word, which is basically contradictions. I think we are a big mess of contradictions. We love people, we hate people. We want to be noticed, we don't want to be noticed. We want to be unique, we want to be normal. I think that INFJs are basically like those two polarities, all of the time being pulled in different directions. And so I think that's what I would describe us as, contradictions. We're a mass of contradictions. Jim Nichols, it's our job to drive you all crazy. Prepares you for real life. Yep, it really does. Most people that are close are NJs for young Hui. Yeah, a lot of my friends are, actually, most of my friends are ENTPs or ENFPs. Yeah, almost all of them are ENTPs or ENFPs. I have one friend that's an INFP. My sister's an INTJ. My mother's an ENFJ. My father's ENTJ. So yeah, that's kind of like the balance of the people in my life. Jim Nichols, Ahmed, one line. No, we're too weird for just one line. Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to describe us in one line, but I think if I had to describe it, it would be contradictions. Hey, NRX25. I wonder what your name means. What does the NRX stand for? King Tulsa says, my sleep schedule varies. I'm guessing it's the INFJ thing. We have insomnia. Sometimes we sleep really early. Sometimes we sleep really late. Sometimes we wake up early. And so, yeah, I get it. My sleep schedule varies too. I try to make it really strict, but sometimes I have a really hard time with it. Hey, Jella. Nice to see you. Jella Paula. Are you the Jelly Chan? Jelly Chan, is that your name on the thing? I feel like I see that that emoticon or your profile picture there. City says, I feel like I have a hate-love relationship with everyone. I like that you put hate first and then love. Usually it's love-hate. But I agree. I love everyone in my life and I hate everyone. I hate people. I love people. It's just the way it is. Priscilla says, it can work well since we had FE function, but sometimes a bit crashed in one way or another, since ESFJ can be a little bit stubborn and can take action really quick, Sabita. By the way, I had an ESFJ mom. That's great. Maybe Priscilla could have a conversation with Sabita about it directly. You guys could message each other and help each other out with the ESFJ thing. Because I don't have any ESFJs in my life right now. King Tulsa, I know INFJs love deep conversations, but why do you think people hate deep conversations? I think it's pretty obvious why people hate deep conversations. You know, they rather talk about mangoes if mangoes are in season or something like that, rather than if they are happy or if they're doing what they want to do with their life, or if the person that they're with is a person that they're meant to be with. You know, it's so difficult to have those conversations because that means you're really digging deep within yourself. You really have to figure yourself out. You have to know what the truth is. You have to really know yourself, and you have to ask the hard questions. And if you ask the hard questions, you'll get hard answers, right? You get answers back that perhaps say that you're wasting your life, or you're not living the kind of life that you want to live, or you're not with the person you're supposed to be with. And that means you have to change your life. And who wants to do that? Change is hard, right? And so I feel like it's a lot better, a lot easier just to ignore those things and not to have those conversations, and just have superficial conversations about the weather and about what fruit is in season. They do a lot of those conversations here in Thailand. Oh, avocados are in season. Mangosteens are in season. I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's perfect. That's a good conversation to have. Dave Trump, I've been a friend with an INFP, and she's almost the same, but more creative. Yeah, INFPs are really creative, but because they're INFPs, they have a really hard time following through on any of their creativity. So they have a lot of ideas that they come up with, but they don't actually follow through on any of them. So my friend messages me every single week with a new idea that she has, and all of those ideas are brilliant. But I know the next week after, she's going to have a different idea that she's after, and she's never really completed any of her ideas, which is a shame because she is so creative, right? A lot of her ideas are brilliant, brilliant stuff. On NRX25, I have the problem that most people at my workplace really like me, but I don't like most of them. I think that's a typical problem for an INFJ. We are liked by everyone around us, which is it causes me a lot of guilt, actually, because I think to myself, oh my God, this person really likes me, but I really don't like them. I don't want to hang out with them, and they keep on inviting me to places, and I think to myself, okay, I guess we could do that. Shit. I don't know what's wrong with this, really. And Jim says, I sleep like a Navy sailor, 4 on, 4 off. Interesting. Arts, the fact that you remember the comments that seem odd when I said I was 14 makes me know that I ain't the only one to remember stuff like that. Well, I mean, I don't remember things about everyone, and I don't remember all the comments, but I do remember a lot of stuff that people tell me, because you guys are like part of my family, so I have to remember certain things about you. I mean, that would be rude if you guys told me something about yourself and I did not remember, especially if it's so simple as your age or things like that, right? So yeah, I do remember stuff. I really random stuff as well. So Priscilla says, School of Life is really good, even if there's a little bit of rumor that School of Life is one-sided or one-angled perception. What do you think about it, Boom? Let me know. One-sided, one-angled. I really don't think so. I really don't think that School of Life is one angle, because I think school, like university, is one angled or one-sided, because you only kind of are getting the perspective. So for example, if you're taking a course in school, in university, in calculus, so you're going to only follow this one person's curriculum, right? You're following that person's curriculum, you're following your teacher's stuff, and you're following just one notebook, one textbook. That's it. And that's I think more one-sided than if you're going out in the world and talking to different people and working on different things and trying out different paradigms and ideas. I think that's less one-sided than sitting in a classroom and listening to one person drone on about their own experiences. I think that's definitely one-sided, right? At least in my opinion. Jim Nichols says, I've noticed a deep convo thinking. It's annoying, ain't it? Yeah, absolutely annoying. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. People hate the truth, so they don't really like talking to me. Oh, boy. I've actually done a video on that I will be posting soon, where I was thinking exactly the same thing, that, I don't think people like talking to me, because I feel like I share some stuff about them that like that perhaps they're trying to ignore, or they don't actually really want to figure that out about themselves, or they know it but they're trying not to know it, you know. And so I'll point it out, and they'll be like, but we didn't want to know this. We hate you for bringing it up. And I think to myself, oh God, I should just keep my mouth shut. So yeah, I know what you're saying. King Tulsa, mangoes are so uninteresting, and so the fear of vulnerability makes sense. Yeah, I think that's basically it. I think it's hard because as soon as you start having deep conversations, right, you have to dig deep, and I think people just want to stay outwardly. They want to stay superficial. Because as soon as you start digging deep, all the slimy stuff, all the shadowy stuff, all the gross stuff, all the black stuff, all the dark stuff about us, all our shadows keep popping out. You know, things that we're trying to ignore, things that we're putting into boxes, things that we don't want to see, things that we don't want to hear. You know, all of that stuff pops out like a jack in the box, and we think to ourselves, no, go back in. We shove it back in again, but it's hard. You know, once things are out, they're out. So, better avocados and mangoes than America's Got Talent or some other reality shows, Jim says. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a good point. Amber Hizer says, do you think gossip is a Bitcoin for censors? Bitcoin is Bitcoin. I don't know what Bitcoin is. But I'm guessing you're saying that gossip is for censors. So you think censors love gossip? I think everyone loves gossip in general. I don't know. I really hate gossip. It really irks me when someone starts talking about someone else behind their back. I know it's something that we do, you know, we talk about other people, absolutely. But if it's something that you cannot say to that person when they're around you, but you can say it behind their back, then that's something that you shouldn't say behind their back. Like if someone is in front of me and I can say to them, oh, no, I don't really like the way you dress today. But if I can say that, and if I can say that in front of them, to their face, cool, you can say that behind your back as well, behind their back. But if there's something you're like, oh, I could never say that in front of them, then don't say it behind their back. It's just not right. I don't know. I mean, I know it's hard. Like we like to talk about people. Human beings like to talk about other people. But I feel like gossip really is dangerous because it kind of permeates and it changes value, and it's like Chinese whisper, you know, like if you say something several different times, then eventually the last person hearing it hears something completely different. I think gossip is exactly the same thing. You know, you start off with saying that this person wears black pantyhose, and at the end of it, it's like, you know, she dates black basketball players, something. I don't know, you know, like it changes. And so I really hate gossip because it can really ruin someone's reputation. It can really ruin someone's lives because of it. You know, I just feel it's very. I think it's a form of adult bullying. I don't like it. I don't like gossip at all. I don't know if censors like it particularly. I feel like everyone does. Young Hui asks, how could INFJ survive in a corporate world? I come from SG where future survival is a concern for the stability and peace. Do we have to work harder to prove ourselves or pursue our own passion? Well, I have worked in both fields. I'm obviously pursuing my own passion right now. I'm working as an entrepreneur on my own, but I have worked as a corporate slave, if you want to call it. I've worked in the corporate world before. And I must say that I was really unhappy in the corporate world. It was really hard for me. You know, right now I work really hard. Like I work really hard. I work long hours. I'm not afraid to work really hard. That's not something that I'm afraid of doing. And you know, look at me. I'm working. This is like basically my job, but I love it. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with this. But it's part of my job, right? This is part of what I do. But I'm so happy to do it. It just makes me so happy, and I don't mind. I don't think of it as a job. But in the corporate world, everything seemed like such a chore. Even things that I really like to do when I was related to my work, it was so harsh on me. I hated it. I didn't want to go to work. I was sick all the time. I don't know. I just did not like it. I think for me specifically, I don't want to spend my time working on something that is going to build someone else's business. If I'm going to work so hard, I want to build something that's my own. If I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and work till 9 p.m. at night, then I want to work on something that's my own shit, you know, not someone else's business. You know, I don't want to fill someone else's coffers with my effort. So that was my thing with corporate world. I think I'm going to do a video on this actually, Young Hui. So kind of wait for it, okay? Hey, Erin, nice to see you from New Jersey. Thank you so much for watching my content. I'm really happy that you like it. I appreciate it. I think that's the main thing that I love about you guys, that, you know, you kind of remind me that I'm doing this for a reason. You know, as the more you say to me that it makes you feel less alone, the more I want to do more of these videos, because I imagine, you know, some lonely INFJ sitting there in their room somewhere in the world, and that person discovering my videos and then feeling less alone and less lonely because of the fact that there are these videos and these people out there and this community. And that just keeps me going. Like, it actually is the reason why I'm so energetic and so excited about this stuff, because it just gives me joy. So I'm really grateful, Erin. Thank you. Hey, Jeremiah. I'm glad. Yeah, you've said this before. You just got off a shift. So thank you, though. Thank you for dropping by. I'm really, really appreciative. I really, really, really appreciate it. Oh, man. Where am I right now? I lost it. Oh, boy. Where is this? Oh, there it is. Okay. Jim Nichols. Hey, Sarah. Me too. City. City says, I have a friend that's overly clingy, and I didn't really like her from the start, but she trusted me like a lot, so I felt kind of guilty. It makes us INFJs uncomfortable, especially if we're not close. Yes, City. I've actually done a video on this, that we don't like people who are too clingy or possessive or obsessed with us. Not only because we think we don't deserve it, but also we need space. We need a lot of personal space as an INFJ. And so, yeah, I get it. I absolutely get it. It's uncomfortable. Maybe you could talk to her about it and tell her that she's being really, really clingy. I've had conversations like that with my friends, you know, when they're being really clingy, I actually tell them that I'm feeling suffocated. I can't deal with that. I really can't. I'm not good at that stuff. So maybe try having a conversation with her if that's possible for you. Amanda Fletcher, I have a friend where we either get into really deep conversations or we'll keep it light in general. What always gets me is she knows me so well, she can just look me in the eye and know what emotion I'm feeling. That is the kind of friend that I want for every INFJ, the kind of person who lets us be silly and have like a light conversation if that's what we feel like, or have a really deep conversation if we're in the mood to kind of get nitty and gritty and into it. That's awesome. I'm glad you have that. Priscilla, you're welcome, Sabida, but ESFJ is really a kind and really helpful. Sometimes there's a lot of people that try to use them and they're really strong and brave to straightforward voice their opinion. Well, okay, that's ESFJs. Interesting. I don't really have any ESFJs in my life. Like I said, I don't have any sensors in my life. Yeah, I don't have any sensors except for one, my cousin, but I don't spend that much time with him. Hey, Jamila. Thank you for your videos. I'm an INTJ female. It really helps me understand my INFJ male friend. I'm so glad. I love INTJ females. My sister's an INTJ female, and she's amazing. I love her. So I'm glad that these are helping you. Yeah, Amanda, it's a cryptocurrency on the internet. I thought it was Bitcoin, but I'm just confused about how gossip is Bitcoin for censors. I don't know what that actually means. Currency? Yeah. I get what you're saying. Okay, so is gossip currency for censors? So you're saying that they use them to buy each other? I don't actually know exactly what you're trying to get at. Iron Snowflake. People fear what lies beneath the pretty surface of life. Sometimes even the surface is frightening. Yes, the surface is frightening. And also delving beneath the surface is really, really frightening as well. Yeah, but it's just so much fun as well. Like for me, I find it really fascinating to kind of go within myself and see all those dark corners and poke at all my holes and all my stuff and kind of figure out what's going on with me and all the random stuff that I'm dealing with. I find it fascinating. I think it's interesting. Frightening, but interesting, absolutely. Arts, just asking if I can relate, but how do INFJs react to physical overload? Physical overload. I'm just going to write some of these notes down, guys. Just give me a second. I just want to write about the corporate world. Otherwise, I'm going to forget to do a video on it. Physical overload. So I've done emotional overload, a video on that, Arts. I think you must have seen it already. Physical overload. So I think I think you've probably seen this in other videos by other INFJ YouTubers, but I feel like one of the things that describes INFJs really well is that we burn out very easily, physically burn out very easily, obviously mentally and emotionally as well. But yeah, we definitely burn out very easily physically. So we have to be really careful, because what happens is that we overdo things. You know, we'll get up really early, we'll forget to sleep, we'll forget to eat, we'll forget to drink water. That's why I tell you guys, always keep a bottle of water next to you and keep on sipping at regular intervals. We'll forget, you know, all of these things. Actually, a couple of my INFJ friends told me that they put an alarm for themselves to eat, otherwise they would forget to eat. And I do that as well for myself. I have this thing in my schedule that I have to go and eat at these times. If I don't, then I know I'll skip it and I'll skip a meal. And I really don't like skipping meals, because I'm already way too skinny according to myself, only according to me. I just don't want to lose any more weight. I like the way I look. I don't want to be too skinny. But I know that it's really easy for me to just keep on skipping meals, and just drink water all day long, or even forget to drink water and forget to sleep, forget to do anything except work, or obsess over mangas or animes or whatever my obsession is. And so we really have to be careful with physical burnout. But I will definitely do a video on it. Blah, blah, blah. Next one is, thanks for your answer, Priscilla. Yeah, no worries, Priscilla. You're absolutely welcome. Hey, Les Recetas de Sona. Interesting name. I don't know what that means. I'm from Morocco. Wow, Morocco. I've always wanted to go to Morocco. It's actually one of the countries on my list. Next, I want to go to Morocco, Spain, Portugal. Those are my 3 countries next that I really want to go to. Ghost Spider, hey, so nice to see you here. First time joining your stream. Hope you're having a great day. I had a great day, and now it's nighttime here. And as soon as I'm done with this YouTube live in like half an hour, 45 minutes, I'm going to sleep. I'm already so sleepy. But it's difficult, because a lot of my viewers are in the North American side of the world, right? And so that means that, or like they're in the Northern Hemisphere, and I am in Thailand, which means that the timing doesn't work out. If I do like a really early, yeah, so like it's a little bit hard to find like the perfect time, but that's okay, it's fine. I'm so fake. People tend to gripe to me about others. I really don't know why. I just look at them and say nothing. I know, I just don't understand why people think that we would be interested in gossip. Like, I have no idea. I keep on losing you guys because there's so many messages. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people would do that. I don't like gossip. Actually, like, that's one of the videos I'm going to do about gossip, is because, like, I freaking don't understand. Why are you talking to me about other people? Is there no other topic of conversation left? You have nothing else to say, better to say than tell me about stupid things about other people, or gossip about other people. I mean, the thing about gossip is that a lot of it is false. It's false information. It's like not even true. So why would I want to know information about other people that's false? Why would I want to waste my energy and time on that? What's the point? So that I can laugh at them? Why? Why would I want to laugh at them? I get laughed at all the time. I don't want to laugh at other people, you know? Anyways, I really don't like gossip. Mika, nice to see you. My phonetic spelling for my name is Micah. Oops, sorry, Micah. Micah. It's a nice name. I appreciate your video upon leadership. I was wondering, do you think INFJs have the potential to lead from the back or from the side? I think we're the kind of leaders that are invisible leaders. I think there's this form of leadership called invisible leadership. If you guys can, you can Google it. We're the kind of people who kind of lead invisibly, in the fact that, we just let people do what they are good at. If I was going to lead someone, I'd basically find out what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. And then basically I'd match people up in teams depending on what their strengths and weaknesses are. So I would make sure that we had everyone balanced out in a group, in a team, right? And then I would just let them do their thing based on their strengths. So if someone's really good at creating PowerPoints, just an example, and someone's really, really great at creating graphics, I would match them up so that they could do those things together, right? If someone's really good at giving presentations and there's someone else who's really good at creating presentations, then I would kind of match them up and, like, go forth and do their thing. Obviously, these are just examples. I would kind of go a little bit deeper into it, like, maybe I'll match them up based on personality types. But basically, I would do that, and I'd kind of match them up based on strengths and weaknesses, and then I'd let them work on their strengths and, go for it and work on stuff that really they love to do and they're good at it, and just go and do it, kind of thing. And only come to me if you really need help. Otherwise, just do your work. I wouldn't micromanage. I wouldn't talk to them about it too much. They know what they're doing. People are not kindergartners. They're adults, and they know what kind of work they need to do. If they need help, I'm here. But that's the kind of leadership I would definitely do, is the invisible kind, where they can just go forth and do their stuff. And I'm just there in the background, kind of like a puppeteer, or like a orchestra composer, the one that kind of does that thing. Basically, everyone is doing the best they can, and I'm just kind of letting them do it, kind of thing. So that's the kind of leader I think we would be. I'm definitely going to do a video about that as well, because that's an interesting topic, invisible leadership. But yeah, I think that's my opinion, Micah. I hope I said your name right. Yeah, and Priscilla says, you're right. Gossip can create a lot of misunderstanding. They can ruin relationships with another country, with one another, and create a lot of issues, for sure. I think same thing with bullying, same with gossip, same thing with all of these things where someone is talking about someone else behind their back. It's just improper. It's just, I feel like it's just really, it's just not the right way to deal with human beings. Like, why are you talking about someone behind their back? Well, what gives you the right to be the judge of someone else when they're not even there in front of you? How dare you? What kind of a person are you? Anyways, I really get agitated by it, so I'm not going to talk about it. John Carroll, working for somebody is like renting. It's not yours. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Amanda Fletcher, I usually say I understand you're renting, but I don't know that person, so I can't give an opinion. Yeah. I'm venting about gossip, I guess. Anyways. Priscilla says, yes, Abida, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's about ESFJs again. Making others rich while you have nothing. Yep, that makes sense, Jim. Young Hui, thank you for your advice. You're absolutely welcome. Aaron Snowflake says, clingy people shriek. And I'm like, yeah, get away from me, please. Kira, good morning. Where are you from? Where are you listening to us from or joining us from? King Tulsa, who's your favorite commentator in your comment section on your YouTube channel and then in your INFJ group on Facebook? Just kidding. Don't answer that. I don't want to get your heart broken. My heart broken. You know how like INFJs have a hard time choosing between things, or like, I mean, for me, like whenever I read any of the comments, I want to heart all of them and I want to click like for all of them, because I have a really hard time being like, oh, this is better than this one, or that's better than this one, because I have a really hard time with that. That's why, I think you guys have probably seen that meme where it says INFJ and then the whole book is highlighted, because we just can't choose the most important topic. I think everything is important to us, or everything is useful, or everything is great. And my sister says the same thing about me. She's like, you just can't choose one thing. You just love everything and you love everyone. And I'm like, well, I don't know. That's just who I am. So yeah, I can't say that I have a favorite for sure. I'm so grateful that you guys are commenting with such long, intricate, detailed comments. I'm just actually surprised at how much effort and intelligence you guys put into your comments. So I really appreciate it. It's really great. Amber, sorry, I loved your thoughts about gossip. Thanks. Oh, I'm glad. I have a lot of thoughts on them. Maybe I'll do a video on it. It's really destructive. It's one of the most words are really powerful, guys. Everything that comes out of our mouth, all these words that come out of our mouth are really powerful, right? They are creating or destroying whatever is around us. So either we can create things, beautiful things with our words, or we can build people up, we can praise them, we can say good things about them, or we can push them down to the ground and we can pummel them and kill them with our words. And gossip is the worst way to do it. It's the lowest form of communication, I think. It's even worse than sarcasm, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about that. Oh boy. Oh man, there's a lot of comments. Where is it? Oh God, you guys, I've lost. What was the last one? Okay, cool. King Telsa, I found a way to drink water regularly, and that's with coconut water. It tastes better, so it's easier to drink. Yeah, I love coconut water as well. I love water in general, though. I could drink water all day. That's the only that's the only drink I really have, except for my green smoothie that I have in the morning. Besides that, this is the only thing that I drink. I don't drink juices. I don't drink pop. I don't drink anything like that. City, thank you for making me feel less lonely, because there aren't any INFJs that I know of that I talk to you. So your YouTube lives mean a lot to me. You're an amazing, beautiful person. I'm so grateful that you feel that way. And, you know, City, there's not only the Facebook group that I've created, so you can find more INFJs there. The link is in the description. But also, I feel like, you know, all these people here, you know, all the people who are commenting all the time, you can message any of them and, you know, start a conversation with them and have in a form of friendship with them. Everyone's, I'm sure, open to that idea of being friends with more INFJs. So, you know, reach out to them. I think they'd be totally fine with that. Kira, I find that it's true for me. I forget to eat and stay up way too late working on my computer. Yeah, it's for all INFJs. See, the thing is that, you know, we kind of get involved in our head, and as soon as we find something interesting, we forget that the outside world exists. We forget that we have a physical body that needs rest, that needs food, that needs sustenance. And so we kind of, you know, get distracted. It's just the way it is. What I do and what everyone should do, I think, is put an alarm. So put an alarm at 1 p.m. that, you know, I'm supposed to have lunch now, and put an alarm for 6 p.m. or whatever time you eat dinner. And, you know, when the alarm goes off, boom, you get up. Whatever you're doing, get up and go eat. And then come back and do whatever you want to do. But get up and go eat, kind of thing. Personally, Young Hui says, personally, my childhood friends are INTJ, and INTPs who are successful in their careers. However, our thinking and values deviate as we grow up. It saddens when people value status over empathy. Yeah. We live in a world like that, though, right now, where money is more important than friendship, and money is more important than the environment. Status and climbing the ladder is more important than health, you know. So yeah, priorities are really screwed up right now. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. NRX25. I always had the eating problem as a boy. I would not say eating disorder, that had never been diagnosed. I just didn't feel like eating. I have had the same problem, NRX25. It's the same thing. Like, it wasn't like I was kind of like starving myself deliberately, you know. I was like, I wasn't doing that kind of stuff. I just forgot to eat. I just didn't feel like it, you know. My body wouldn't say anything like, oh, I'm hungry now, let's go eat something. It just wouldn't happen. Like, I wouldn't even think about it. So it's difficult. That's why I put an alarm now, because otherwise I would not know. Kira, I just downloaded an app that reminds you to drink water, eat, and sleep. Oh, what is that app, Kira? Tell us about it so all INFJs can download it. Bye, John. Thank you so much for coming to see me live. I really appreciate your time. Erin, can't stand small talk. There's so much going on. So much going on, yeah. That should be our main concern, focus. But of course, most of humanity is asleep. It's been great finding like-minded people through channels here, like yours. I absolutely agree about people being asleep. It's like, you know, it's like The Matrix. I love the movie Matrix because it's so true. There are so many people who are in the Matrix that don't actually know that they're in the Matrix, that they are asleep in the Matrix. And they think that they're awake, which is really scary, right? I think that's the worst part of it, is that they actually think that they're awake. They actually think that they're, you know, living their life when they're actually completely asleep. It's scary as hell. Ghost Spider, anyone want to talk, feel free. I'm here to listen. If it makes you feel better, I'm here. Oh, that's so sweet of you. So everyone, message Ghost Spider if you have any questions. But seriously, guys, like, you're only as strong as your weakest link, I think. And so if someone needs help, you know, I mean, that's the reason I always tell people, you know, message me if you need anything, because what's the point of me being happy if someone else on this planet is unhappy, right? Obviously, it doesn't mean that I should be unhappy, but it means that I have the capability, and you guys as well have the capability of helping someone out and being there for someone. And I think that you should take advantage of the fact that you have all these amazing people that you can reach out to. Why not? You know, what's the point of being on the internet and having these capabilities if you're not going to take advantage of it, right? What's the point, really? Musa was in a relationship where I was constantly burnt out. I had to jump out of it and feel bad for leaving, although it feels good to be free. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I feel like that happens to me every single time I get into a relationship. I feel burnt out. I really need to understand or learn how to balance myself when I'm in a relationship. I think that I don't do a good job of it. That's my fault. I don't think the other person's fault necessarily. INFJs like big friendly spiders when leading. We like to make suggestions and whisper them to others. Yep, that's true, Jim. Kira H, your video about not wanting people except a chosen few invading our space resonated so much with me. Yeah, you know what, Kira? Like, I was actually thinking about this space that I've created here, and as you guys can see, that's a tripod that I use to do my videos. Yeah, I mean, that's my bed, obviously, and that's a couch that I never use because I'm always on my bed. Anyways, and so the thing I was thinking about mostly was, how I don't want people coming into the space here. I really don't like people in here, except for the people who come to clean. No one else comes into this room, ever. I always meet people outside. I don't want people coming in here. And so that's why I was like, I have to do this video. Iron Snowflake, do you dream a lot, Boom? My dreams are so weird that they don't even feel like they're mine. I dream a lot. I have at least 3 or 4 dreams a night. Especially if I fall asleep at the right time and I wake up at the right time. So if I fall asleep at 10 and I wake up at around 6 or 7, I usually have like 4 dreams, like 4 separate sequences of dreams that I remember, so I probably maybe have even more than that. But I remember all of my dreams. They're really vivid, really beautiful, intricate. It feels like I'm watching a movie. It's so powerful. I love dreams. I write a lot of them down and I kind of analyze them. I think dreams are really powerful because they tell us what's going on in our subconscious. And so I really like analyzing them to figure out, okay, what is my dream trying to tell me? Is it trying to tell me that I'm stressed out? Is it trying to tell me that I'm worried about something? Is it trying to tell me that I want this or that? I'm really interested in knowing what my dream is telling me. So yeah, I dream a lot. Kira and Ghost Spider, like, I think you should kind of hang out together online. Pernica, nice to see you. Thanks for watching me for the first time. I appreciate you being on this live. Arts, if an INFJ does a door slam, will they keep the motivation to help the person even if they change? I think that, I'm trying not to do door slams anymore. And that's what, like, one of my things, as I've been growing up and thinking, I don't want to do them anymore. But I do know when I did them in the past, that person was basically dead to me, right? And so it doesn't matter if they change or not, because I won't even know. Like, they're just gone. They're absolutely gone from my consciousness. I have no idea who they are. I don't even think about them. I don't follow them on anything, so I wouldn't know if something's changed with them, right? But if you do, if someone needs our help, we'll always obviously help them, right? If someone asks us for help, we'll always help them. But a door slam person is basically dead to us, so I don't think we would help them necessarily. So Beta, I don't have any plan of having a long-term relationship with the ESFJ, but I just came across an ESFJ, so I was just curious and cautious. Makes sense. Kira says, my dreams are weird also, like movies. I read ones that you couldn't dream about someone you have never seen, but I don't recognize most of the people in my dreams. Yeah, but a lot of these people that you probably have in your dreams are people that you're just passing by probably. Like if you're on a crowded street and there's, people passing by you, those people will appear in your dreams as well. And so obviously you're not paying attention to these people, right? But they're in your dreams. So strangers off the street, people that you pass by in a mall, people that you probably have in your classroom that you've never seen, that you don't remember. If you have 400 people in your classroom. In my university, in my first year university, I had 800 people in my first class. I'm not going to remember all of them, obviously, but our subconscious remembers all of that. And that's the reason why all these people show up in our dreams. That's what I've kind of read. Kira is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Awesome. Amanda. Oh, shit. Where am I? Sorry, guys. I keep on losing it because there's so many messages. Oh, wait. I'm coming up again. Up. Bye, Amanda. It's really nice to see you here. Oh man, wow, you guys are really messed. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. La 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 la. Forgot my context. La la. Okay, and I had to ask, what are you doing for fun? Oh man, I do a lot of things for fun. My life is basically a big fun party. But I love to dance. I love to eat. I try out different restaurants for fun. I do a lot of workshops. So I'll go to a lot of these interesting workshops, things that I'm interested in to learn more about different things. I watch a lot of animes and I read a lot of mangas. I go for long walks in the city. That's a lot of fun for me. Blah, 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 has to be detailed. Sarah Fountain. Yes, I say the same thing all the time. Why don't people understand how powerful words can be? Yeah, absolutely. King Tulsa. What are some new great movies or animes? I think I'm kind of obsessed with like yokai or like like ghost encounter animes right now. So all the stuff I'm watching is all about ghosts. Just kind of think I'm not scared though. Like I'm living by myself here, but I don't know. All the ghosts in these animes are all really nice. So yeah, those are the kind of animes I've been watching right now. Zainab Nadush. Anyways, I don't know how you say your last name. Hey, Boom Shikha, I'm from Africa. Cool. Kenya. I have a daughter who's an INFJ, and she's the one who introduced me to your channel. That's so cool. That's awesome. I love that. I mean, you are amazing for being a mother that is interested to learn more about your INFJ daughter. I mean, I'm so grateful. I'm so glad that I hope that you're learning more about your daughter this way, and you know, your relationship is definitely going to improve because you're going to understand all our quirks and our craziness. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so glad. Kira, I drink water in a green smoothie in the morning. Yeah, I drink loads of water. So as soon as I get up, I have like a liter of water or a liter and a half, depending on how much is in the bottle. But usually I'll finish this bottle as soon as I wake up in the morning to kind of kickstart my metabolism. And then I'll do like my morning routine, my meditation and all that stuff. Kesha Bruce. Hey, Kesha. I, as an INFJ, am terrible at looking out for myself first and saying no to things that harm my energy. Any advice? Thank you so much for all that you do. I watch at least 2 of your videos every day. I'm so glad that you do, that I'm helping. I feel like, I mean, you're probably still really young, right? So it's obviously difficult for you. But as you get older, you're going to learn how to say no. You're going to learn how to be like, no, I'm sorry, that doesn't jive with what I'm doing. Or you know what? I've actually really loved the idea that no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain yourself. No, that's it. You don't have to say, oh, but, you know, I'm sorry, but this, no, I don't want to do it. Just do it. I don't have to explain myself. Like, I'm an adult. I can do whatever the hell I want with my time. If I don't want to spend it with you, then that's it. You know, I don't have to explain myself. So that's where I actually usually come from. Like, for me, I'm the most important person on the planet. For myself, for me. Like, no one else is going to take care of me as I take care of myself, right? And so if I'm not going to take care of myself, no one else will give a shit. And I really, I prioritize my health and myself more than anyone else or anything else. It's really important to me because if I don't, then I get sick. And then who's going to take care of me? I'm by myself here. No one knows me, really. I have a few friends, obviously, but I'm going to be by myself. No one's going to be able to take care of me. I have to take care of myself. So I really have to make sure that I'm taking care of my health and taking care of myself, saying no when I need to. And the same thing probably applies to you as well, Kesha. Go Spider. This is really weird because it's my first stream. Feels like I know you guys. Isn't that weird? I also feel like I'm like talking to my family right now. I feel like we're doing like a FaceTime with family. I like it. I love these streams. I want to do more of them, obviously, but it's just timing-wise, I have so much work, but that's okay. Arts. About the motivation we have when we're interested, I can relate to playing Subnautica on winter holidays till 7 a.m. Yeah. Once we're interested in something, we're just like a little bit insane about it. We kind of go a little bit obsessive about it. And I know I've done videos on obsessiveness before. Kira H, has anyone ever read that some people will walk into a room and try to identify the most powerful and influential person in the room so that they can adjust their behavior accordingly? Weird, right? I know that I have had people come to me when, in like, kind of, if we're in a room, if we're all in a room, and they'll come to me specifically and try to pull me down or put me in my place. So I don't know about powerful or influential, but I know that this happens with us as INFJs. We are intimidating and things like that. And so people will do that to us. And so you have to be careful with that kind of stuff. I really feel that because I did not know that people did that before, I would let them, put me down. But then I think to myself, what is going on here exactly? Why are people doing that? Iron Snowflake says, our minds tend to roar so much louder than our physical bodies. And Matrix is one of my all-time faves. I love The Matrix, the movie. I mean, the more I watch it, the more I realize how many intricate layers it has to it. And it's so powerful. It's just such a great movie. I love it. I love Keanu Reeves in it. Oh, he's so good looking. Anyways. I love that character, Neo. That kind of character is like my favorite character. Like the kind of like vigilante, like working from under the system and kind of like doing things at night and then working in the corporate world during the day in a suit. Oh, he looks so good in a suit. And then, being the person kind of that breaks the system. Oh, I just love it all. Priscilla, boom, what do you think about LGBTQ? Because there's so much contradictory opinions on it. Please let me know. Is it right or wrong or some gray matter? What's your standpoint on this matter? I actually just put that as one of the topics that I want to do a video on, because there were a few homophobic comments on my channel, and I wanted to kind of dispel the notion that, that you can be homophobic on this channel. Now, this is our channel, right? It's our channel as a family, but it's absolutely my right as the owner, I guess, or like the moderator of the channel, to say that homophobia is freaking not allowed on this channel, not even in any shape or form. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, I don't even give a rat's ass. There's no way in hell you can have any kind of derogatory or racist or any kind of comment like that towards any community in the world. No racism, no sexism, and definitely no homophobia in any shape or form. It doesn't matter if it's against transgender people or if it's against queer people of any kind. Whatever it is, it does not matter. I cannot allow it. And so I've done a whole video on it. I'm going to do a whole video on it. I absolutely trust and believe that LGBTQ is a great community, and they're awesome, and they have a right to be here, obviously, because they're who they are. And there's no way anyone can tell me otherwise. So I don't like it at all. I don't like homophobia in any shape or form. But I am definitely going to do a long video on this. A long one. What do you think about fasting? I love to Skak, SCAAC. Nice to see you. What do you think about fasting? I love to do detoxing, water fasting a few times a year for a week or less. Now, for me, I do intermittent fasting. So I don't like doing like really strict fasting because I already don't eat that much. And I know that it's very easy for me to skip meals. I don't like skipping meals. But I'll do intermittent fasting. I do a 14-10 fast. Basically, I will fast for 14 hours. And I only eat for 10 hours of the day. So I really try to fit in my 3 meals into 10 hours. Sometimes I'll do a longer fast. I'll do 17 hours fast, 18 hours. And then I'll eat only for like 6. So I'll do it that way kind of thing. I love fasting. I think fasting is a really good way for your body to clean it out and to really reset and rejuvenate itself. I think it's a great way to, clean out our system. Arts. As an INFJ, I believe we most value harmony and self-freedom. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely agreed. Oh boy. Oh man, there's a lot of eek. Dave Trump says, can anyone start a Discord server? Because I don't use any social media, only YouTube. Dave, there is a Discord that I've started. The link is in the description, so you can go check it out. It's not very active right now, but there are, I think, 25 people on there. So go in there. Blah, blah, blah. Where is he? Captain Harlock. I do love anime. I do meditation, then yoga in the morning. Kira says that's awesome way to start the day. I have never heard the song Mad World. Art says, how would you describe it? I don't know which song that is. I'm sorry. The morning is my favorite time. Mine too, Ghost Spider. I love mornings. I love mornings, and I love to sleep. So I love evenings as well. Neo 100 anime fan here. Yay, anime fans! Awesome. Put down your favorite anime on this thing if you are interested. Young Hui says, everything I learned from the movies. Audrey Hepburn. For me, I learned from Korean drama since childhood. We're drawn to sadness. Going to Korea and meeting outstanding INFJs made me. Oh, that's so cute that you've been watching Korean drama since you were little. That's adorable. Kira says I love Keanu as well. Yeah. Sophia, hey Sophia, nice to see you. Lots of love from Portugal. So grateful that you're here. Thank you so much. I love your comments on the channel. I really appreciate them. So it's been, oh man, I don't think there's any other questions. Awesome. Thank you for all of your comments. It's already been an hour. I like to keep it to an hour. I don't want to take too much of your time up. I know it's really, really early and really late for some other people. But I really appreciate all of the comments that you guys have put down. I really appreciate all of your love. I don't think there's any questions that I missed. If I did, put them into the comment section of the next video or today's video or tomorrow's video, whatever you want. I really appreciate you guys. I really love you guys. I started fasting 3 years ago because someone recommended it to me. Sifat full. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe because it's a recommendation. So I really appreciate you guys, and I'm so grateful that you guys are watching. Again, if you guys have any questions that I did not answer, message me about it. I am always here to answer your questions. I love you guys. I really appreciate you guys spending time with me. I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. If you guys liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know as well. What do you like about it, about the YouTube live? What don't you like? Because I'm going to try and do them at least once a month. I'd like to do them once a month. Here's an e-hug. E-hug for all you guys. That's nice, Jim. Thank you so much. I hope that it was useful. And it will obviously be on the channel as well. So if you guys want to rewatch it, if you missed something, you can also do that. All right. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful to you guys. I really appreciate all of you guys. You are the best community in the world. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I really, really love you guys. All right. Bye. Sleep well or have a great day wherever you are. Bye. 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 Bye.